Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Fictional Character Motivation. I'm your host, Quan, and today I'm gonna step back because I'm repping some nerdum today. Read, it is the way. But with that being said, hope everyone's doing well today. Sorry, I got my hair a little bit on the side. Got one side bigger than the other, kind of bouncing it out. So just gonna be witness to that. But today we're gonna be talking about Wonder Woman 1989 and on the cost of being dishonest. Hope everyone's doing well today. And here we go. So, this movie, as y'all may have known, came out late last year and is now being seen a little bit more this year or this month. Got Diana Prince, who lives quietly among mortals in the vibrant and sleek 1980s, an era of excess driven by the pursuit of having it all. Though she's come into her full powers, she maintains a low profile by curating ancient artifacts and only performing heroic acts incognito. But soon, Diana will have to muster all of her strength, wisdom, and courage as she finds herself squaring off against Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah, which, it didn't just turn out to be. She didn't turn out to be that way, but it happens. So, saw the movie. Spoiler alert. I'll wait. If you want to leave now, this chance. Spoiler's about to happen. Okay, we're good. Okay. So the action was good. Parts of the story was decent with a little bit of, you know, holes and other things going on in there. But besides that, and an interesting take on a djinn, which if you don't know what a djinn is, kind of look it up. But to give an overview, a djinn is a creature spirit that grants a wish at a cost. The message is being dishonest has a cost. Now, going off from examples of both life and the movie, cheating in a game costs the ability of you not only being trusted to play the game correctly, but could also mean that you are more okay to cheat again in that game. When you tell or accept a lie, it's not only it not only makes you appear to be like a liar, but you accept that status of that lie. You almost accept that status of becoming a liar, of being able to lie. And the lie is not just something you tell someone. It can be something you tell yourself. Let that land for a little bit. A lie is not just something you could be telling somebody. It could be something you could be telling yourself. And once you believe in that lie about yourself, the cost is yourself, your beliefs, how you act from here on out, your values is what it takes away. So, going into more detail about that, and this is going to be for a positive note for everybody, the lie that you are not good enough. That's a lie. Everyone is good enough for something. Everyone can actually is good at something, is great at something. Just because you may not be good at one thing doesn't mean you're bad at everything. Another lie that we take in mentally. If we're not good at this, it's like, oh, I guess I just suck at life. No, you're just not good at that one thing. Or maybe those two things, or maybe those three things. Find out what you're good at and help that change your perspective. Because remember, telling that is a lie. And we've all heard other common lies, such as whether it pretty much involves that, whether it involves love. Oh, if the last few people that I've dated are like this, then that means there's no good people out there. Wrong, wrong. There is good people out there. But maybe, just maybe, you might need to fix yourself. Maybe you may need to take a different approach on how you get people to perceive how you are to possibly attract what you're trying to go for. You apply with multiple things. Oh, if I can't get this job, then there's no way I can get any good job. Wrong. You can get a good job. You can probably get a similar job. You just have to look around for it. You just have to keep looking. It's a lie. Do not believe the lie. That goes for pretty much both small and things that you wouldn't perceive as a lie. Those things that I suggested, even though they do not come off as a lie, they are. They are. You have to look at it from that perspective of, do you really believe that, or are you saying that because of said circumstance, said emotion, you know, sense of urgency, whatever it may be? Do you believe that? Keep that in mind. So, how can we move? How can we cut the cost of being dishonest? Well, most of the time, we should try our best not to be dishonest. A couple of ways that might help with that is be truthful to yourself and what's going on. In the movie, we see that the main character comes through, has something happen that in one way, it looks like the truth. It looks like that thing is here, but actually it's not. She's lying to herself that this thing is here. That thing is actually gone. It's not here. And with that, sometimes we do that to ourselves. We pretty much think, oh, this is a good spot. No, it's not. This is a stable thing that's gonna keep billing out for me. I don't think so. See, it's good to dream. It's always good to hope because we got to have our sights on something. It's good to mentally rehearse, to think about how we're going to do this, how we're going to rise to the top. It's good to imagine us having our goals. That raises us up. But let's not forget that the present, that what's in front of us, still needs to be taken care of. The thought that I have is pretty much, we should be looking forward to the future. But in our gaze of looking forward to the future, we should not forget what else is in front of us, what else we need to handle. And sometimes, some people, they want to daydream a little bit too much. Now, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with daydreaming, there's nothing wrong with visualization, there's nothing wrong with mental rehearsal, nothing wrong with that. However, all I'm saying is we have to keep a balanced mind of, how can we do something now so that it affects us in the future? And that is what I'm mostly aiming for. Because some people, they want the dream of, you know, big house, big cars, expensive suits, being able to travel everywhere. myself included. I have at least a couple of those dreams. But to dream that we're going to go for that thing, yet we don't make a plan to go to that thing. We don't make a sort of daily or weekly action to go for that thing. It makes it still a dream. So don't lie to yourself. You want that thing. You'd love to have that thing. But what are we really doing to achieve that thing? What are we really doing that even though we may be moving an inch every couple of hours, that those inches are making sure that eventually we reach that goal? So don't forget about that. Be truthful to yourself and what's going on. And second thing I'd advise is to be honest with yourself and others. This kind of goes in. So we got pretty much seeing the truth, being truthful to others, and sometimes being honest with us, with ourselves and others. Even if sometimes we may need brutal honesty to ourselves. You already heard me mention some inspirational, motivational folks. We got pretty much David Goggins. He has a way of pretty much being brutally honest. I like to call the man in the mirror, to where you look at yourself and you look at the things that you need to fix about you, like whether it's fitness, whether it's a little bit of diet, whether it's job, finances, whatever it is. Don't just be like, it's an issue. Sometimes that helps. Other times you may need to be brutally honest and be like, no, this sucks. I suck right now. I suck right now. So what we're going to do to improve myself to where eventually I don't suck. Today looks bad. It looks bad. But what can I do to improve myself to where I can take that day, to where I can attack that day, to where once again this day just won't sweat me, you know? What are we going to do? That's the thing. That's always the thing. What are you going to do? See, anyone who knows what I reference, appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, tell the truth, even if it may suck, and then fix the problem. I think some people want to. I feel there's a time to where you need to be truthful, honest, and then there's a time where you need to be brutally truthful, brutally honest. Not pretty much not to sugarcoat anything. And I have my moments, and I'm a pretty nice guy. I sometimes will be truthful and be like, "Hey, we need to stop doing this. We need to start, moving here, moving that." And the other times where I'll be brutally honest is like, "Hey, so right now you are not doing what needs to be done, and I need you to do this because this thing right here is not helping. No, it's not. You think it is. It's not. I need you to do this thing." Okay? And sometimes that is needed. Sometimes being brutally honest with yourself and with others might actually lift a fire. Yeah, it might light a fire under you. Like pretty much the same with me when I was during my moments, as I look down and see my now more slender stomach. There was a time where pretty much I was decently fit, but my stomach was a little bit elevated. And it took pretty much one time to where someone was playfully but brutally honest, to where it's just like, you know what? Yeah, he's correct. No, he's right. It doesn't make us feel good, but he's right. So what are we going to do about it? Okay, let's set up a program. What else are we going to do about it? Okay, let's come up with a diet thing. Okay, what else are we going to do about it? Let's make some more movement. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then eventually, I'm in a good spot going toward a better spot. But sometimes in order for that to happen, we can't just sugarcoat us like, put on a little weight. I get shy around certain people. I get a little bit closed off. I don't do the things I used to do. No, be brutal with it. You put on some pounds. You don't attempt to break your comfort zone. You used to do a lot. Now you just slouch on the couch. And you chose that. No one didn't force that upon you. In fact, it's not really forced upon you. It was just put in front of you, and you decided to let it in, to stop right there. You decided that this imaginary stop, this imaginary finish line, when you know where the finish line is good enough. And you're just like, oh, I'm just going to chill out at this stop. I'm going to chill out at this gas station. I'm going to chill out at this checkpoint before the finish line. Some people do that. And sometimes they have to be brutally honest. It's like, hey, this is a checkpoint. Hey, this is a gut check. Hey, this is a reminder that you need to push yourself. It's a reminder that you need to be honest, that you need to be truthful. Hey, what are we doing here? What's going on? What are you going to do? Come on, let's do something. And with that being said, hope that landed for folks. Hope those words kind of seeped through. Make sure you got something going on. As usual, thank you for watching if you are watching. Thank you for listening if you're even listening. I appreciate it. Please show me some love, whether you're listening through YouTube or any of the podcasts right there, podcast fictional character motivation. Please send a like. Please share this. Please send any kind of love you can for some of my podcasts. I may have had a donation kind of thing going on for my YouTube folks. If you want to show some support, pretty much leave a comment, leave a like. You can go to that podcast, donate however you feel. I'm cool with it. I'm good. It is okay. I'm just doing this to make sure everyone else is good. That is the role, to make sure to put more good out there, more better out there, to uplift everyone, so that eventually we'll be the inspirations we see in movies. We'll be the superheroes, the people, the gals, the gents that we want to immortalize, that we want to imprint on us. And then eventually, we are that person. We are that god or goddess, if you will, without, of course, being too big-headed. Anyway, hope everyone's doing awesome. Hope to hear from you soon. Listen for more content, please. And as always, deuces.